G'day, my name's Jerome Vanderpeppel and welcome to this week's episode of Online Agents TV. Throughout this video I'll share with you my 5 favourite posts from the Online Agents Facebook page. I'll also explain to you why I think it's relevant and how it's going to help you on a day-to-day basis in online real estate marketing. For your reference, I've also included a link to each of these topics just in the description below this video. First up this week was an article from wachinga.com. Look, this article is absolute gold in terms of optimizing your Facebook page. They include 12 tips with things like optimizing your page layout for your visitors and also the content that you provide to maximize your engagement. So if you do have a Facebook page, this is an absolute must read for you. Staying on Facebook, the next article I want to share with you was from Katie Lance at Inman Next. Katie writes about curating content for social media like Facebook and Twitter. Agents often ask me, what do we write about on our Facebook page? After some of the obvious things, it can be really hard to find out what content to post up there. So in this article, there are some really great tips. One of the best ones that I found here is setting up a Google alert for local search terms, so that anytime an article on the web appears about that particular search term, you'll get a notification and you can post about it on your Facebook page or on your Twitter feed. So by now you all know I'm pretty big on video, and I really love how effective video can be in real estate. So I wanted to share with you a really simple tip about optimizing your own website and the videos that you're putting up on YouTube. When you're loading a video or a property profile video up to YouTube, just make sure that in the description area below the video you add the copy that you've had written for that particular property. Now within that copy, also just make sure that you've got a link back to the property details page on your own website. That way you're optimizing the video on YouTube with lots of keywords about the property itself and your own website because you're linking back to it. Next up is a Facebook timeline tip for real estate pages. You've probably seen the milestone option on your Facebook page, and you can use that to backdate posts on your Facebook timeline. And that's a really great way then to create a timeline of historic property prices in your local community. There's one setting that you need to change on your page first, and that is the start date of your page. So click on the edit and update info and just change that start date there to a date where your neighbourhood's the first block of land was sold or when the community was actually established. Then come back to your page and you'll see here where you come to create a new post an option called event and milestone. Just click through on that, click milestone, and then enter those details there. And you can also add a photo back of when back in the day that that the community was first established. Great way to bring some interaction into your Facebook page and really engage with your local community. Alright, last up we're going to talk about SEO analysis. Now that sounds pretty geeky and probably pretty scary, but I think you'll actually find it interesting to find out what your website looks like to a search engine. There's one tool in here that I think you should use, but you can have a look at the others. But the one you really need to have a look at is WordRank. WordRank gives you a really in-depth report on things that you need to consider to really optimize your website for the web and the search engines. All you do is just type your website address in there, click on website review, and you'll get a really in-depth report about your website. If you have any questions about it, then please feel free to drop by the Online Agents Facebook page and leave a question there for me. Thanks for watching. I hope you found the information helpful. If you'd like to stay up to date with what's happening in online real estate marketing, please like my Online Agents Facebook page. You'll find a link just below in the description. You can also subscribe to this weekly show by hitting the button just in the top corner there. Thank you, and see you next week.